Mm, Happy Friday. Leon Jones is. Come on, knuckleheads. 2024. Let's go. And we are on our way over here to this big truck. Got our wifey right there. Followed her out of the babysitter house this morning. Be safe on the way to work, baby. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of Ride with DJ. We are, of course, on the way over here to Pearly, my 2005 Freightliner Century. I was doing some numbers last night while I was sitting over at Wild Wings, and I was trying to figure out how many miles I got on my truck since the rebuild. And basically, I came up with about 139,000. So approximately 140,000 miles on the rebuild. And it's coming up on 2 years since I rebuilt the engine. I put pictures up right here when we had it tore down. And it's been running great. The guy who rebuilt my engine, he had rebuilt, man, he probably got over 100 engines, 12 sevens and 14 liters, running up and down 16 that he done rebuilt over the years. I mean, he know his stuff. I know y'all hear me talk about my mechanic all the time. He really know his stuff when it comes to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? He got over easily 40 years, multiple trucks that he done owned on his own. Matter of fact, only thing he used to deal with was classics. And it's a couple classics that's running up and down 16 right now that he owned and sold, that he done owned and have sold to people that he rebuilt years ago that's still running up and down 16, pulling containers and other dry vans and stuff. I mean, he just know his stuff, you know, but I'm just blessed enough to have somebody in my corner who is able to keep me on the road whenever I have a breakdown, you know. I mean, he want to get paid, don't get me wrong, but, you know, it is what it is, you know. But we gonna get on over here, just drop the kids off at their grandmother's house. I want to say thank you to my sister-in-law that had some, park somewhere else, strawberries and blackberries cut up for me today. I guess we'll park right here. I don't know why I want to park at. Some of these guys be over here. I don't want to block that charger in. Let's really get right here. Let's park right here. But yeah, thank you, sister-in-law, for those blackberries and strawberries you had cut up this morning, and that banana you gave me. Over here to my baby. Time for a service. Definitely time for a service. Might be able to get it this weekend. See. Get this hood lifted up. Just put a set of brand new steer tires on this bad boy. I only got one trip on them. Time for a wash. But anyways, let's check this oil, see what we got going on here. We're gonna get this thing serviced this weekend, right at the low point. I have bought everything except for the oil. Well, it says I have 5 active faults. And the reason you don't ever hear me talk about these faults is because of the fact that when we did an engine rebuild, we changed the turbo, changed a lot of things on the truck to make it run better. And we got multiple connectors out there upon the engine that isn't connected to anything. I think we have like overspeed turbo, and I can't quite remember what all these codes is, but the truck runs perfect. That's the reason you don't ever hear me talk about these codes. But you know, it is what it is. That's what you get when you get an older truck. It can have all the faults it want to, but you know, it still run good. But this is the scan gauge I always talk about, TPS. Anybody know what TPS is? I'm pushing the gas right now. Throttle position sensor. Got TPS. That is the engine temperature, coolant temperature, average mile per gallon right there. Total fuel cost, that's what that is. Cents per mile. This stuff changed when you're going down the road right here. Voltage, of course. Back to the, I don't know what that is. Might be temperature again. I don't know. Gallons per hour. Oil pressure, of course. Load. That's like when you're going down the road, you know how much load you put on your engine, you know. That's I think that's horsepower. I don't know. That's boost right there. Miles per gallon, of course. Miles per hour. Let's get this thing fired up. Ooh, she didn't want to start. She didn't want to start. Girl, you're standing right there looking so amazing. Oh, so I gotta say something. We got a 45 today, but we're gonna have to change this to a 40 when we get this 45 off of our back. Yeah, so this baby this truck, I know it's an older truck, and I appreciate everybody that come in and like my videos. And I had one guy that said he was scared of older trucks. I mean, I can't blame you, you know. Some people like what they like. I mean, when I got this truck, I was scared to death. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. But I knew I had me a great mechanic who have, like I was talking about earlier, who have rebuilt, what was that? Or something, who have rebuilt hundreds of engines. So I knew I had somebody that got my back, you know. So I got the truck. It had 1.2 million miles on it, and I ran it for like 3-4 months. Ran great. And one day I was out there servicing it, and I was getting, well, I take that back, I was getting oil in my coolant. That was the first time. So, you know, I just went along with that probably about a week or two. Then all of a sudden, one day I was out there servicing it, and I was getting water in my oil. So we went ahead and rebuilt it. I paid probably altogether $10,000 to $11,000 to rebuild his engine. Of course, I helped him do it. You know, that's why he gave me a big discount in rebuilding the engine. You know, so but I change oil every 15 to 20,000 miles on it. It's been a damn good truck to me. I can't sit here and tell you no lie. I was taking it to Florida with GFA. I didn't have no issues going down there. I've been to South Carolina in it, go anywhere in Georgia, been all around Georgia in it, you know, so it's just really what you prefer when it comes to trucks, you know. And I prefer an older truck like this, a 12.7 or 14 liter. I want me a classic real bad. I'm gonna get me one. That would be my dream truck to get and fix up and go all the way through it, new engine, go through the interior, go through the drive line on it. That's actually my goal, is to get me a classic. I used to drive, matter of fact, I drove two of them throughout my trucking career. I hated them at the time, but I wanted me a Cascadia or I wanted something new. I didn't appreciate the classics at the time, you know, but the older I get, and now that I'm an owner, I understand why people want older trucks, you know, instead of this new stuff, you know. So it's just really what you prefer. You got a truck coming in right here. Oh, you know, let's see. They got the driveway blocked back there, really. But anyways, we're gonna get on down here to the Dub, get some of this cheap petrol, and we're gonna see what today holds for us. Welcome back to another episode of Ride with DJ on this beautiful Friday. Let's go. We right here in Dublin at the racetrack, and fuel is $3.72. Let's pray it stay around this price or go down this summertime. You never know what it's gonna do, especially with it being an election year, and fuel tend to rise in the summertime as people hit the road. So hopefully it don't move too much. And if it do go up, hopefully our rates go up. But they do have one thing about DTM is they have a fuel surcharge built into our rates. So other companies I've been with, it almost, you know, they just give us a flat rate. You know, fuel could be $4 a gallon, or fuel could be $2 a gallon. It just stays the same. But fortunately with DTM, it fluctuates. And every pump is filled up. I don't see an open spot. Well, this guy is back into a parking spot, so we will get his spot. I thought he was going into a parking spot. I don't know what he's doing. I'm not sure what he's doing. Oh, now I see what he's doing. This spot is out of order. But we'll grab this spot right here, so. Yeah, I wasn't completely sure what he was doing. I'm going to, since I left home so late this morning, I don't know whether I'm going to take this load up here today, or I might just get up in the morning and take it, because it is spring break and traffic have been really, really bad here lately at the 1675 interchange and also up in the Locust Grove area. So may just wake up early in the morning and take it up there to avoid some of the traffic that's going to be on the road today. Keep on rolling. Got a car want to do a U-turn. And as you can hear the robot blowing my windshield up there, still making noise. But that will be addressed this weekend when I do the service on my truck. We're gonna lock this thing in at about 68. The sweet spot is about 6 to 8 miles per hour. Got a warning truck coming up kind of fast, so let me go ahead and get out here. Chevrolet. We're gonna get out right here and go the back way to the port because it's almost time for, well, it is time for a PM, and I know I probably need to adjust my brakes, and I haven't been up under the truck in about 19 to 20,000 miles, so I'm not gonna risk going through the weigh station today. Am I confident in the truck? Yes, I am confident in the truck. But however, I don't want to put myself in a position where I potentially get a DOT inspection at a time when I know that I need a PM done on the truck. You know, so I might go up on there tomorrow when I'm doing a PM and see that I got a cracked brake. You know, brake might be cracked. A cracked brake shoe is what I meant to say. So we're just gonna go the back way to the port. But sometimes I like coming this way, rolling my window down and just enjoy the air flowing through the truck. You know, it's peaceful coming back here, and springtime is here and the trees are starting to look pretty, man. And I know y'all can see how pretty the day is down here in, right outside of Savannah. So we're gonna go this back way. I'm not in no hurry to get home. I just talked to my brother. He just got down here from Norfolk. He stay up there in Virginia. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back. When I get off, I'm gonna go up there to Monroe County and hang out with him. Might drink me a couple beverages, sit around, talk junk at my daddy's shop for a little bit. Then we'll wake up in the morning and deliver this load. And when we come back from delivering the load, I'll just go ahead and do my PM while the truck is still hot. Anytime you change oil in these big trucks, you want the oil to be hot. You don't want to change it with cold oil. So when I get back, I just dive right into my PM, grease it, check the other little things on it, do my brakes, change all my filters out, and get ready for next week. But yeah, this truck is treating me pretty damn good. I cannot complain. And it's so simple to work on. I'm scared of an X15, you know, a Cummins, and, you know, I be looking at other guys and how much money it costs to rebuild other engines, you know, and you can easily just spend $15,000 and have a damn near brand new engine, you know, outside of the block when it comes to a Series 60. Like I said, I spent probably about $11,000 to rebuild this one. I mean, it was a lot of labor. You know, I worked my ass off to get this engine rebuilt. You know, and I was blessed enough to have, like I say, my mechanic to tell me I can help him, and he'll cut the labor in half. So I really came out real good. And I was gonna send this truck out when I found that water get into my oil. I was gonna send it off to a shop in Macon and let them rebuild it. But when I called him, I was actually gonna get in one of his trucks while they rebuilt this engine. And he called and said, "I tell you what, DJ, you say you want to hop in one of my trucks. If you bring your truck down here, then we'll go ahead and start to rebuild it." You know, I I'll rebuild it for you for blah, blah, blah if you help me. So I'm just like, okay, let's do it. So that very next day, I drove the truck down there, and I didn't know we was going to tear the whole engine down. I mean, we tore it down straight to the block, pulled the liners out, we did everything. I didn't know we was going to go that far in it, but 4 days later, we crunked this bad boy up and bagged it out the shop, and I was on the road. But we worked our ass off with it, but it's been running good ever since. So I gotta take my head off to that guy, because like I said, he know his Detroits. But let's get on up into the port, get this box, and get on back up the road. Well, let's see what the port looking like today. I looked over there at the other gate a while ago, and it looked kind of empty, so let's see what gate 4 looking like. Oh yeah, we looking good today. It's Friday. I think I got what I got behind me? I got a 45 behind me, but I gotta pick up a 40. So I'm praying that this chassis is able to slide real easy, because the one I had to slide out to a 45 the other day gave me a lot of trouble. It probably took me about 20 minutes to slide it. So I'm praying this will be a lot smoother than the last one was. And of course we got to show the security guard our temporary twit card. So I'm going to come over here, and we already have them standing outside. So we're going to pull directly up to them. Temporary. I got a temporary. Yeah, I ain't got my own pin for this yet. Oh. Okay, I got you. Yeah. It probably at home right now. It may be at home. Okay. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, by myself. All right. Appreciate it. Monday, I got to get that taken care of. Maybe my pen is already up there in the mailbox. I haven't actually, when I get out of work and go up there and holler at my brother, I'm see how the pen came in. But Monday we'll ride over there to the TSA office and get that reset, so I won't have to go through this anymore. Well, that wasn't bad at all. Let's see how much we weigh today. We are grossed at 23,104. Oh, I hate coming over these speed bumps, because like I said in the earlier video, I came over one of these speed bumps one time over there at gate 8, and I had a leaf spring break. loose. See if we. Yeah, I think we good. Got that one. And we got a crane headed our way. Okay. Yep, we got a crane headed our way. And then, once we get this box off our back, we gotta go over to 806. And if you look ahead, I'm already, what is that, 820? Yep. I'm right here at 820, so we just gotta make this right turn and go down to 806. So, should be a pretty gravy day in the port today. And man, it's a beautiful day out here today. Kinda on the chilly side, probably about 60-something degrees. My truck's saying 72 degrees, but I know it's not 72 degrees out here. It's definitely cooler than 72 degrees, but either way, it's a very beautiful day. Blessed to have a load today. About to get off, enjoy my weekend with my family. You know how that goes. I gotta get rid of some of these port cards. It's getting too thick for me. Getting too thick for me. When my wife called me and she hear that noise y'all hear, she always be like, well, I know where you at. You still in the port, ain't you? Yeah, you know it. That's the sound of a crane. Well, we got our box off of our bag. We got our box off of our bag. Let's cruise on down here. Let's cruise on down to 806. And we gotta try to let this chassis in. Or like some people say, we gotta try to let this chassis in. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to let this one in today. I grabbed the handle. I actually had grabbed the handle when I was up there at the interchange to see how hard would it be. Got some people waiting in the road. So you turning, what you gonna do, driver? This is 806, and I pray this line ain't too bad. Oh, it is. Got a lot of trucks up there. I guess it ain't too bad. So this is 20 something. So it looks like he's by the stack that I have to go to as well. Actually, he's a 20-footer, but he is parked beside the stack that I gotta go to. So let's get back here and let this chassis in. Let's see. How easy it gonna be. Well, it wasn't that bad. Got another crane up here in front of us that is about to, I guess, get out of the way of another crane. You see the wheels just turned. So I thought he was on his way to come get us. But I see in the front and the back, they are doing a lot of crane, what I call crane shifting. But I'm guessing they just doing this because when somebody get ready to get out of work, they can just go straight to the end of the stack. You know, so I'm guessing that's what they're doing because he moved out the way and the two cranes back here moved out the way. So that's probably what they're doing. But I ain't in no hurry. I'm gonna get back here in the bed and relax a little bit. We got our box on our back and we headed toward the exits. It took all of about 30 minutes for the crane to come over and put my box on my back. See where this international is going. I'm not gonna try to beat him. I'm not even gonna try to beat him. And I'm talking about this box. This box so light. Hell, I felt the box is so light that I felt heavier with an empty box than I feel right now, if that makes sense. I mean, it feels real great behind me right about now. Take our way. Got an open X-ray machine on this side, so we're gonna come over here to this one. When I do this service this weekend, probably one day next week, I take this thing up to Jackson and get it washed. Probably clean my floor. I gotta put some floor mats in here. I keep the floor sprayed off with air, keep the dirt out of here, but it always gets dirty because if you notice where I park at, when it rains, it's real muddy out there. So I gotta get me some freight line of floor mats to put this thing. Uh-oh. And as you can see, it is an empty day down here at GCT, Garden City Terminal. Coming up on 1 o'clock. I think we'll take this lane right here. I'm stop somewhere going up the road and get me something to put on my belly, put on my stomach. I'm kind of hungry right now. Pull it right up here, let them do their little inspection. Yeah, that's the guy over there cutting my grass. I know my motion detector kept on going off. I'm like, look, why do you keep on going off? You know, sometimes it go off when like a bug fly near the camera. But this one kept on saying front yard, side, backyard, all of them kept going off. But it's because he's walking around the house cutting the grass right now. Which He told me he was gonna come Saturday or Monday. He didn't tell me he was gonna come today. All right. Yeah, he didn't tell me he was gonna come today. But I have my grass cut. I gotta drop my Mustang off of my daddy's house at my daddy's shop. Either today or tomorrow. We're gonna pull the front cover off, put our new timing chain, the guides in it, and do the front end on it. And I'm gonna start back driving that car. I guess I'm gonna start back driving it. I've been thinking about selling it. I want to get me something like around like a 13, 14 model. You know, that was one of the goals of mine until my baby Melanie came, until my wife got pregnant. You know, so I kind of just sat back a little bit. You know, it haven't been the best time to spend money right now, so I kind of just chilled on a lot of stuff, spending money and taking trips where we normally go certain times of the year. But since she's here now, I'm starting to try to open up again, you know. I see an acre of land down there me and Hope was talking about the other day. And if I can get that acre of land, instead of me buying a house, I'm gonna build what I want. And I'm gonna put me a shop in the backyard. And there's plenty of room to do it. So we've been discussing that. We gotta talk to somebody about that. And we might be able to get it for a little or nothing. That's what I'm hoping. And I already have a shop on it in the back, but I don't want that shop, you know. I want to clear the land completely off and build what I want on the land. And that is my goal for the next year. You know, so let's get on up this road. I know I'm rambling. I really appreciate y'all watching. I'll probably end this video right here.